Hello everyone. In this video, we will solve a few word problems on HCF and LCM. The length, breadth and height of a room are 825 cm, 675 cm and 450 cm respectively. Find the longest tape which can measure the three dimensions of the room exactly. So we want a longest tape which can measure these three dimensions exactly, which means that number has to be factor of these three numbers. So what we are talking about is, we are talking about HCF, common factor, and longest, so highest common factor we are talking about. So let's find HCF of 825, 675 and 450. I see a common factor 5 because it's a 5 and 0. So I'll just click 5 here. I still see 5 as a factor. Now, look at these numbers. We see they are all divisible by 3. So let's take 3. Now, I have a factor 3 here, but that will not divide 11. So these are only common factor. And therefore, HCF is equal to HCF is 75. And that's why what we need is 75 centimeter long tape. 3 tankers contain 403 liters, 434 liters and 465 liters of diesel respectively. Find the maximum capacity of a container that can measure the diesel of the 3 containers exact number of times. Again, we see we need a small container which will exactly measure 403, 434 and 465 liters, which means the container's size or the capacity should be a factor of these numbers. And it has to be a factor of all the numbers, which means it has to be a common factor. Also, we want maximum capacity of container, which means we want the highest common factor. So let's find HCF of these numbers. So I do not see 2 as a common factor because there are 2 odd numbers. Let's see 3. 4 plus 3 is 7, not divisible by 3, so 3 is also not common factor. 5, no, because last digits are not 0 and 5, so 5 also is not common factor. Let's look at 7. So if I look at 7, 3 doubles are 6, which subtracted from 40 gives me 34. So 7 also is not a factor. 10, 11. Let's look at 11. Alternate digits. No, 4 plus 3 is 7 minus 0 is not. So 11 also is not a factor. 13, yes, 13 is a factor of this number. What about this? 13 3s are 39. So 39, what remains is 444. So 13 is not a factor. So we've reached till 11. We don't find a factor. We can go on. We'll not find a factor. So what I observe here is, what is the difference between them? Difference between these is 31. And what is the difference between these two numbers? 31. Okay, so that means that 31 is a factor of these numbers. Let me write 31. So if I say 31 and 31 13s are, 31 14s are, 31 15s are. These are consecutive numbers, and we know that consecutive numbers don't have a common factor. So we'll have to stop it here. So HCF of these numbers is 31. And hence what we need is, we need a container of capacity 31 liters to measure the diesel of these 3 containers exact number of times. Find the LCM of the following numbers in which one number is the factor of the other. So let's find the LCM. So I see 2 as a factor because it's an even number here. 5 comes as it is because 5 cannot be divided by 2 exactly. So I get 10 here. Still I see 2 as a factor. 5 stays as it is, 2 5s are 10. And now I see 5 as a factor. And therefore LCM is, which is 20. Let's find the other one. Here 2 is a factor. Now 2 is not a factor, so look at 3. 3 is a factor. And lastly again we have 3 as a factor. And therefore LCM is, that is equal to 18. Now if we observe here, these two numbers 20 and 5, 5 was a factor of 20. In these two numbers also 6 was a factor of 18. So whenever we have out of the two numbers, one number is factor of the second number, we find that LCM is the second number. The biggest number is our LCM. In this case it is 18, in this case it is 20. So the biggest number is the LCM. So we can conclude that when one of the numbers is factor of the other number, then LCM in such case is the bigger number. I am sure you have liked the video. Hit the like button and leave your views in the comments section below. Do watch our other videos on this topic. Subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. You may also download the YouTube app at the link provided in the video description. Till we meet again, goodbye.